have to.
I know that people have been telling me they're coming down here and it's packed out, and it's like before we press the camera, it's a bit like when you have a band, and we said this before, and you're quitting while you're still having hits, and you're filling stadiums. You've got a full stadium behind you.
Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? The result of an error. It really is. It's shown me that I've done a great job.
Yeah.
And my family in there is like, it's shown love.
Yes.
It's a lot of love in this. It's
also a combination of all the love, and also there's a lot of facts over this kind of love.
Like, as I said, the Pineto is the family in there as well. But it's shown love between customer and there's people coming in with bottles of wine and stuff like that in there, and as if like, you know. But, yeah, I think it's.
I did speak to you briefly during the week now, and you were 4 when this started, really.
Well, you said 4. Now, I was born and reared in the business as a baby. My mammy had me in behind the counters. But I started cooking. I started serving crisps and popcorn and stuff like that when I was 8, 9 years of age. The minute I was tall enough to fill up the chips, I was on a box filling up chips. I was, 12, 13 years of age. I was well away with it, yeah.
Was it ever thought that you wouldn't do this? Like, did it ever say, oh, I want to be a fisherman, I want to be a carpenter?
No, because I left school when I was young. I left school 14, 13, and I never thought I could do anything else in my life. So I was happy enough when my dad showed me what to do.
I think a lot of people in Ireland relate to that you don't necessarily go through the full, I know my generation before wouldn't go through all the education, so if you got a trade, you stuck with it because it was a lifeboat.
Now you have it, now you have it, because I do it by ear, let's say. I do it by, and that's something you can't pick up in life.
Right.
Like I have it in me, and I can do it with my eyes closed. Another trade I can't. I have to learn it. I have to get the experience. I've got to hit my face off it. I've got to learn the hard way. So, yeah.
I know, speaking to you 2 years ago, it was certainly on your mind that you may have to or may want to move on from here. And I know you should mention you have Rathnew. So if anybody wants to have a trip down memory lane, drive down that lane and you'll find the videos there. But this decision, was it a long night to make this decision?
This decision was a kind of a health decision more than anything else. I told you that from the start.
Yeah.
A health decision that we created Rathnew. Rathnew is getting just as good, just as busy. Right. I've also got a record with Rathnew. A lot of Wicklow people have moved to Rathnew, and I have a record from 1983, 80, 45 there. Right. Well loved by the people in Rathnew as well. And we're involved in both places, and the two of them are monsters. The two of them are getting, and we can handle it. We just need to choose one, and I need to get the kids to do their own thing as well.
And was it ever an option when you think of the best shops and all that? They just sort of open up a chain. They kind of think, well, let's.
But I don't think I could do that. Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think? I like to do one and do it right.
Yeah,
and then
it should be homemade.
Yeah, it was that family thing I created here, and I had Bruno and Dario here working off my foundation, and they were amazing. And over in the other place, amazing too. But I would be scared to do something that I can't control.
The thing is, you set up a life for them that they can choose. Like, you've got a son who's a pilot, or he's training to be.
I got Peter now. Peter is 10 years into aviation, and he's doing great.
So they're all sort of following their particular dreams.
He's going to come in here tonight and have a smell of the chips and the grease again, and. Just to remind him where it came from, And I got Nikki, she's doing her own thing, and Bruno wants to do her own thing, and so does Dario, and I think it's only right.
Sure.
Yeah, and...
well, they have the options now. I mean, when you were growing up, it wasn't really options. This was the family business, and you needed to do it.
This is what I knew how to do.
Yeah.
And it was good to me, and I was good to it. Right. And I gave people love. People gave me back love, and I have a few in there now, and it's breaking my heart today to be just in there. I feel like I have to say sorry, not goodbye, or but it's nice. But I think it's all good.
As I said to you on Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever, people understand because this is all about. Mrs. Mooney did the same night. She stepped away.
Yeah.
It's time when she could still have a good life.
Yeah.
And you still have a very good life. And the idea that you would
think about it, in 22 years' time, I'll be 80. So.
Holy moly!
Yeah. So we don't want to spend another. We don't want to spend another 22 years in Pinetos either. No. So maybe the next 10 years I can take it a bit easier.
That's the plan. You're working towards what
so if you think about that, 20 years I'd be 80, I'd say, God, I need to, let go a little bit.
And you did say yourself just at the start of this now that part of it was health reasons. It's a tough line of work. It's not like you don't get to sit down very often.
No, well, I tell you, I tell you, the thing is, your hips get sore and your feet and legs get sore and all that, you know. So, and you want to fall asleep at 10 o'clock at night. You want to go to bed. You don't necessarily be here till 3 o'clock in the morning, you know.
Well, you're catering everyone's party.
Exactly.
A party every night gets a bit
that
hard.
party is great when you're young, and you know, but 10 o'clock comes now, you kind of feel like the remote control and the cushion. Yeah.
The sofa's calling from over the hill.
You know.
So these first days now, how do you imagine it will feel when this isn't part of your daily life? Because it's been part of your daily life.
Just driving by here was a pleasure to see the shop and the name and the kids inside it. And when I drive by it now, I did it my way, I suppose. I don't know.
Your new life. I know you have that new stuff, but it'll be a new life in a way where.
Well, it'll be less stressful. We'll be less stressful. We're going to have a better life.
More time to yourself and more time to
listen, it was only done. That's it. It was only done for the best for our health. Let's say. That was the main reason.
Do you have a feeling about? It is such a beautiful spot for people associated strongly now with the chipper. Do you think there'll be another one there? Or
no, wait till I tell you. That's one thing that worries me because this town really needs another chipper, as you can see. We're not going to fit all them. You know. We need another chipper, and that's it. We need another chipper. So please God.
Kind of feeling about the premises?
Well, there is a license there, right? And I hope it doesn't go lost. Okay. And I do have feelings that yes, we do. So please God, now that the right thing will happen.
Well, fish fingers crossed.
Yeah, fish fingers crossed. And we want the right thing to happen because. Once the license goes, it's going to be hard to get another one in the main street.
And in regard to the fine family, you will be around. We will see you.
Oh God, we're family. We're part of the town. I need to get my milk, my sugar, my coffee, all that. Yeah.
These rumours have you all been deported? Not true.
Not yet. No.
Well, we'll work on that.
No. Tommaso's gone now. But no, I'm just going to.
When I think around here now, all the like it used to be H&B here, Next Division, and now yourself moving.
Well,
a lot of people are moving. I think it's Tommaso's.
This goes back. This goes back to the shopping basket, and it goes back to this was a sofa shop next door to me when I opened.
Okay.
And I remember when I came in here, and it was an empty unit, and it was used to come in the dark nights, just there was nothing in it, and I sit in a box, and I'd imagine what it would be like to hear the noise in the shop, to see customers, to feel the atmosphere in the shop. And it's exactly what that is. And then I got me chalk and I got me chalk and I chalked it all out, and then I called the architect and I said, I want the chipper. That's what I want.
Isn't that great?
That's
lovely.
That's it.
Well, listen, as I said before, I think to you, everyone completely wishes you the best because this has been a huge part of the town for 22 years. I think people will always remember. There's a whole generation of kids who will always talk about it to their kids, and it's just one of those happy memories.
Well, that's the funny thing. I've served the mummies and daddies. Bruno and Dario are serving the sons and daughters, and it'd go on like that. My grandchildren be serving them and them. It'd go on in ladders like that. But I want to say the biggest thank you to everybody that believed in us and came back all the time, and they started off as a customer, then a friend, and now we're family. And I want to say thank you to my family for making us successful. Bruno, Dario, and everybody that helped us make Pineto's work. And
it's a lot of hours of your life is dedicated to making something like this good. You don't just do it for 2 hours or 3 hours.
No, you don't. And it's hands-on, and they'll always remember Anna behind the counter from morning to night, myself. The kids are in there now. Anna is doing the same again up in the other shop. So just need to take it a little bit easier.
Oh, well done.
But the biggest thank you to everybody and everybody that made Pineto successful, and us for giving the service, and people for coming to us.
A lot of love going both ways. Well done, kid.
Thank you so much.